Have you ever been so stressed out that you weren't able to focus on your schoolwork? Or felt so anxious that you just have to distance yourself from your family? These are just a couple ways that mental health affects our everyday lives. Mental health is just as important as physical health, although it is overlooked and often disregarded completely. Mental health encompasses our emotional, psychological, and social well-being, and it impacts us every single day. As society continues to recognize the significance of mental health, it is essential that we understand what it is, the stigma surrounding it, and how we can maintain it. My name is Lucy Johnston, and I've studied the growing importance of mental health in today's society. Today, I will define mental health, explain why it is important, address common misconceptions and stigma, and discuss ways that you are able to process your mental health. Let's begin by defining mental health. Mental health refers to our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we handle stress, building relationships, and making choices in our everyday lives. Mental health exists on a spectrum from mental illness to complete wellness, making it essential to prioritize self-care. Now that we understand what mental health is, let's explore why it's important. Good mental health is vital for overall well-being and quality of life. It allows us to lead productive lives and manage the ups and downs of our daily lives and the challenges that we continue to face. The world is changing and we are changing, and your mental health is really important for you to focus on when it all gets to become too much. Poor mental health can negatively impact physical health, although that isn't. Some people think that there's no connection. Relationships, work, and society itself. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, 1 in 5 adults experience mental illnesses each year. So if you think about that, think about how many adults you know, and think about what everyone goes through every day. It's really important to not ignore it. Mental health issues are linked to chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure. So anxiety, especially when you get stressed out and your heart starts to beat really fast, it's bad for you. Mental wellness is essential for building resilience and coping with life stressors. So literally just anything can be a stressor, like school, work, extracurricular activities, jobs. I said work already, but whatever. Despite the importance of mental health, many people hesitate to seek help due to the stigma. So because people are so afraid of being judged or discriminated against because of their mental health, they just are afraid to talk about it and shove it down. And it's not good to shove down your mental health because, like I said, it can cause health problems. Stigma leads to isolation and reluctance to get the necessary support that you need. Common misconceptions such as mental illness is a sign of weakness contribute to this stigma. Especially in men, men are more scared to talk about their mental health. So there's a really big stigma surrounding men's mental health specifically, but also just mental health overall. The impact of stigma on mental health. According to the American Psychological Association, mental health stigma is a major barrier to treatment, often preventing individuals from seeking the help that they need. So just because people are so scared to ask for help, mental health just continues to decline and get worse, and we need to stop ignoring it. We must promote open and honest discussions about mental health, just because it's so terrible and ignored. To improve our mental health, it is crucial to know how to care for it. So next, I'm going to talk about how to promote mental wellness. The first thing you can do is practice self-care and coping mechanisms. So exercise, proper nutrition, doing things you can enjoy, mindfulness techniques like meditation, yoga, breathing, just doing things that help you relax and get away from the bad stuff that makes you, Next, seeking professional help. If it really gets that bad, seek help. Therapy and counseling are great sources for those struggling with mental health, and medication also could be an option. Also, build support. If it's really that bad, or not even bad at all, having a support system just in life in general is so important. having connections with friends and family, like just to talk about anything that could happen, like good and bad, is good and good for you, and can help reduce those feelings of isolation or anxiety or depression or stress. Let's recap what we learned today. In conclusion, mental health is crucial for leading a fulfilling and successful life. Today we've discussed the definition of mental health, why mental health is important, and the stigma surrounding it, and then strategies to promote mental wellness. By acknowledging the significance of mental health and working to reduce stigma, we can create a more supportive environment for those in need, so people aren't afraid to ask for help. I encourage each of you to consider your own mental health and check in with your loved ones and your friends, and seek help if you really need it. Thank you for your attention.